Hello friends, this video on Semiconductors Part 24 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 23 before going ahead with Part 24. So let us look at the common emitter transistor characteristics. So now we will talk about some of the characteristics of the transistor. Just now I told you, right, that whenever we talk about connecting a transistor in a circuit, that means we need to see where the input is applied to the transistor and from where do we get the output. So transistor characteristics basically consists of the input characteristics of the transistor as well as the output characteristics of the transistor. So we will discuss both the input characteristics and the output characteristics. Here you can see that this is a common emitter transistor. The emitter is grounded. It is connected to the base via a resistance, which is the input resistance, and a power supply. Similarly, the collector is again connected to the emitter through a load resistance and again a power supply. So this power supply is denoted by VCC. This is VBB because this power supply is connected to base. Since this is connected to collector, so it is called VCC. Right? So here we will see where is my input circuit. So in this case, where is my input? So when I talk about input, input is applied here. So this is my input circuit. So this base emitter forms the input circuit. When I talk about the output circuit, so the emitter collector forms the output circuit. Right? Now, in order to know the transistor characteristics, we will separately study the input characteristics as well as output characteristics. In order to study the input characteristics, we will focus only on the input circuit. That means we will see the variation of the input current with the input voltage. What is input current? Input current is IB. We will see variation of IB with VBE. What is VBE? I told you before also, it is nothing but the potential difference between the base and the collector. For example, here what have we taken? Is it a PNP transistor or NPN transistor? By looking at this arrow, you can say that it is an NPN transistor. Right? So the potential difference between this region, this emitter and this base, this is nothing but VBE. Similarly, the potential difference between these two, that is base and collector, is nothing but VBC. But in this case, there is no link between base and collector. In this case, the link is between base and emitter. So the potential difference between base and emitter is VBE. Right? So here we will observe, when we study the input characteristics, we will see the variation of current IB with VBE. And in this case, we will keep the output current or the output voltage constant. So that means in this case, we will keep VCE fixed. Because right now we are not bothered about the output. So we are only focusing on input. So we will keep the output voltage fixed. Now similarly, when we study the output characteristics, what we will do, we will see the variation of the output current with the output voltage. That means we will see the variation of IC with VCE. And in that case, we will keep the input parameter fixed. That means we will keep the input current, that is IB, as fixed. So this is how we will study the variation of input current with input voltage and output current with output voltage. And we will see that how the output current is influenced by the input current. So what we will see, we will conclude that IC, that is the collector current, is controlled by IB, that is the base current. Right? So now let us look at the input characteristics and the output characteristics in detail in the next slide. Now also note one more thing here, that I told you that IB is very small, right? So you can see that IB is measured in microamperes because it is extremely small, whereas IC is large, so it is measured in milliamperes. So these are some small things which I have mentioned before, and right now you can see them here. Right? So now you understand what are we going to study in transistor characteristics. In transistor characteristics, we want to study how the current varies with voltage. So we are basically going to study the VI characteristics of the transistor. So let us talk about the input characteristics. Now the input characteristics of transistor was studied. So what did we study in the input characteristics? We studied only the input circuit. That means we studied the variation of the input current with the input voltage. So what was our input current? Input current was nothing but IB and the voltage was VBE. That means the potential difference between the base and the emitter. Right? So what did we observe? We observed that initially there was no change in current with increase in the voltage. But at a particular value of voltage, the current showed a sharp increase. Now, this measurement was taken for a fixed value of VCE. So, in input characteristics, we studied the variation of the input current with respect to the input voltage, keeping the output voltage, that is VCE, constant. Right? So we got this kind of a plot. Now it is saying that this particular voltage, what is this voltage? This is nothing but the cut-in voltage. When we had drawn the VI characteristics of the semiconductor diode, we got this kind of a curve, a similar kind of a curve, right? So this voltage is called cut-in voltage and its value is somewhere around 0.6 volt for silicon. Right? So that means the value of VBE is always somewhere around 0.6 volts for silicon. So this was the input characteristics of the transistor, that when we study the input circuit, we see that the input current increases with the input voltage once the input voltage reaches the cut-in voltage. Now let us look at the output characteristics. Now the output characteristics is very important and it plays a very crucial role in the working of a transistor. So what do we study in the output characteristics? In output characteristics, we study the variation of the output current, that is the collector current, with respect to the output voltage, that is the collector to emitter voltage, and this time we keep the input parameter fixed. That means this time we keep the base current constant. And what do we see? We see that with the increase in VCE, the collector current IC also increases up to a certain point beyond which the current becomes constant. Now we also see that as we keep increasing the value of the base current, the collector current also increases. The pattern of variation of collector current with respect to VCE remains the same, but the value of the collector current increases. You see here the base current was 10 microamperes, then it was increased to 20, then 30, then 40 and so on. And as a result of this, the collector current also increased, right? So this was the observation from the output characteristics. So this showed how the input current varies with the input voltage and how the output current varies with the output voltage. But this also concluded that IC changes with IB. That means IC is controlled by IB. That means if base current increases, collector current will also increase. If base current decreases, collector current will also decrease. So this is a very important property of transistor. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.